One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jeff. Brown has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Immediately fires to the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real.
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a wind.
Touchdown, Hurricane! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught over the middle. It's Lofton. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't.
It's a seam wide open at the 20. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Back to throw, it's Manning. Using the quick game.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. It's caught. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Finds a little space. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. They down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Canes are on the move. Back to pass, it's Manning. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. Fights off the defender. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Floating away. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. Playing way too many snaps.
Touchdown, Canes! Fitted in the window for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to open this drive with a pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Trying to make magic with his feet. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
The Ducks will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to Brown. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. From the gun. Snagged out of the air, and they get him down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. He's got it. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Offense set on first down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Now improvising. Finds some fresh air. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Caught. Turns it on in midfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Makes the catch. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It's complete on the right side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Hurricane! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops.